Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 118.
It's moving day again today. We are checking out of our room here at Wilderness Lodge, and we're going to a resort that we've not yet stayed at, and that is the Polynesian Village. We have stayed in the bungalows, which is technically the same property as Polynesian, but it's part of the Polynesian Villas and Bungalows, the Disney Vacation Club side. This time we have a regular hotel room at Polynesian Village. Really excited to stay here. This is one of those that I've looked forward to basically my entire life because you always see it when you're taking the ferry boat over to Magic Kingdom or taking the monorail. You pass by Polynesian, you're like, oh, one day I want to stay there. And today is that day. So we packed everything up, took our smaller bags to the car, and had Bell Services take our larger bags and transfer them for us. And we drove over to the Polynesian, got checked in, and our room was not ready, of course. So we decided to go ahead and go over to Epcot because that is where Dapper Day 2.0 is going on. They kind of do two different days of Dapper Day. Even though the first big one at Magic Kingdom is the biggest, they always have a second day at another park. And we're not participating as much. We didn't quite go all out for this one because I couldn't really find anything I wanted to wear at the thrift store. So I just dressed up a little bit. Alyssa had her Disney bounding Queen of Hearts outfit going on. And we hopped on the monorail from Polynesian to head over to Epcot.
The costume I put together for Dapper Day was kind of hilarious because I got the dress at Character Warehouse at a discount, which was really nice. But when I was putting everything together on our anniversary that morning, we were putting all the outfits together, it felt like it needed something else and I couldn't figure out what. Well, as it turns out, while we were at Lowe's Home Improvement and Robert was picking out the tools that he ended up getting, I had an idea. So I went to the paint section and grabbed a few yellow samples and thought, well, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but it'd be kind of cool if I could make myself a little crown. And I feel like I did a pretty decent job on this because it did complete the outfit. Had I thought of it earlier, I could have tried to order something on Amazon. I just didn't think about it. And I really feel like it completed the outfit because it definitely needed it. As soon as we got to Epcot, we headed straight for the Entrance to World Showcase because that is where they are doing, again, a group photo with everyone. And this was a lot of fun because everyone's slowly arriving. We didn't get there like last minute. So we got to watch everyone as they were coming and see the second outfits that they put together. These were just as amazing. A lot of people were really smart and brought umbrellas. We did not, and it was incredibly hot today.
It was super sunny and super hot. So all these people wearing all these layers, and I'm watching them going, I'm kind of glad I didn't dress up today very much because it's really, really hot out here.
They got everyone together rather quickly to do the group photo because we are literally just baking in the sun, and with so many people nearby, it's just increasing the heat. So we took a photo really quickly and then everyone kind of dispersed throughout the park. One of the things I liked about doing it in Magic Kingdom is a lot smaller than Epcot, and so we got to see a lot of the outfits everyone had while we were walking around the park. Once everyone dispersed from this, we really didn't see anyone because there's so many different countries everyone was going in to take pictures, and of course there's the other side of Epcot. So we really didn't see that many people after the photo. Robert was my Instagram husband today, and so he took a ton of pictures of me. They actually had heart topiaries, which worked out perfect for the Queen of Hearts that I dressed up today. And so we took a bunch of pictures because it was so sunny. Only a couple of these turned out because I kept blinking and I was trying so hard to keep my eyes open, but it was so difficult because the sun was right there. That's the problem with coming like midday, is the sun is just baking you while you're in Epcot. There's not a lot of places to find shelter there. Once we felt like we got at least one decent photo, we headed over to Imagination and took a few photos there because the building's red. And so we're like, oh, this would be kind of a cool background for my costume. And then we headed over to the DVC Lounge just so that we could sit down in the air conditioning and get something cold to drink.
And I know a lot of people say the DVC Lounge is not that great of a perk and it's not worth buying direct because it's just a place to sit and have a soda. But when it's 90 degrees outside and humid and you've been in the sun and you're sweating, it's a really, really nice perk. So we're really happy that we have access to that. While we were waiting in line to get up to the lounge, we noticed there's a little section there of Disney Vacation Club merchandise for members to purchase, and they had added some new merchandise here. This was the first we had seen of the Riviera Resort merchandise. They had some cups, they had shirts, and they had hats. Of course, I had to have one of those hats because we're proud owners of 50 Points at Riviera now, so I've got to have one of the opening day Riviera Resort hats. When we got up to the lounge, we stayed there for a few minutes just trying to cool down, have some water, and just lower our body temperature a little bit because it's really warm outside. Once we felt like we were good and cool, we were ready to go again, we left the lounge and headed over towards the Fountain of Nations and got a picture with Spaceship Earth in the background. This was the only PhotoPass photographer that we stopped at here in the park because, again, it's so sunny and so hot today. We're just sweating like crazy already. We're pretty much done with this one. And we got a text that our room was ready. So we headed back to the front of the park, got on the monorail, and went back to Polynesian to go check into our room. We took detailed pictures in the room, and this is our first time ever seeing the inside of one of these rooms. Really loving all the details here. We did some 360 pictures, and we did a live room tour on Facebook. And then through the room, you have your desk, your chest of drawers. There is a fold-down couch bed, so you have an extra sleeper there. And then you have 2 queen-size beds here in the room. So let's start over here on this side and show you we've got these 2 queen-size beds with these really ornately carved Polynesian-inspired headboards with all the wood and the rope and the thatched pattern going on there. Really cool looking. They have the pillows that say Sweet Dreams. It also says Sweet Dreams or something similar in best we can tell, Hawaiian and Tahitian, and maybe one other language as well. Now this view was guaranteed to be a pool or marina view. We got marina view, and it was really close to the front and the main pool, just right around the corner there by the marina. Really happy with the location and the view of this room. If you'd like to see the entire room tour, it is linked down in the description below and up in the corner.
After we finished all of that, we did stay in the room and get some work done. I actually really enjoyed the view, so I sat out on our balcony and got some writing done. Robert had a couple phone calls with some clients and was doing some end of the month work as well. And he also hates how hot it is outside, so he stayed inside. And around dinner time, we did take our leftovers from the Plaza restaurant and go and heat them up in the quick service, got some drinks up there, and just enjoyed being at the Polynesian. The vibe here, the atmosphere is so relaxing. It's so nice to be here. So we just had a really nice, relaxing night. We went back to our room, did a little bit of work before heading to bed, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.